What's up, y'all? It's your girl D, and I am back with more wellness education and tips. Welcome to the Wellness Plug. Okay, so today's whole little conversation is going to come in two parts. I am going to educate you guys about something in the wellness industry that I feel incredibly passionate about, and that is massage therapy. Okay, I started the bulk of my wellness journey has been in the massage industry. I worked at a spa clinic, one of the bigger clinics in Missouri. I was a sales representative, so my job was to sell the wellness program, which was essentially a regular massage routine. To everybody else, it's a membership, right? But in real life, the entire reason that I really loved my job was that I wasn't selling something that was not practical. I was not selling something that was not a good investment. I was helping people, and like the closer I got with my clients and the more rapport I built with them, the more I found out I really was like helping people. And that made me feel really good. So I stayed in that industry for quite some time, and I picked up on a couple of things. That I want to share with you guys today, but we're going to talk about several aspects of this. So first and foremost, what is massage therapy? Different styles and how you know like what to pick for yourself, and then why it's essential to have in your routine. We're also going to talk about why you don't currently have it in your routine, and I'm keeping it all the way 100 about it. I have a few things to say. And then I'm going to give you a couple of pro tips that I have picked up on and accumulated over time to help you make sure you are successful at adding massage therapy into your wellness routine. So check this out. Welcome to today's episode. Let's dive on in. Okay, so massage therapy is especially important to me. It holds a very, very special place in my heart. Massage therapy and massage wellness, just body therapy in general, and the entire spa industry has been a part of my life for, let's say, a good decade. Let's just round it to a decade. I worked at one of the biggest clinics in Missouri for about 7 years. What I did there was I assisted hundreds of people in maintaining, first of all, adding massage therapy into their wellness routine, and then also maintaining that routine when life would life, right? So essentially it was helping people get started, helping people continue on. And then when people needed to take breaks, it was like figuring out how to make a plan. I'm always a strategist. I'm always like, what system can we come up with so that we don't lose this, right? Because once we realize how important something is to us, it's really hard to live without it. So when we do have to sacrifice and when we do have to go without things, we should always be thinking about how to make a plan to make sure that we still keep a little bit of that for ourselves and maintain ourselves. Because honestly, like, what do we always say, guys? You can't pour from an empty cup. Shout out to my girl Chels. I want to educate you guys further. I want to take this further than in the clinic. I want to make this more accessible to everyone, because quite honestly, everyone thinks that massage is such a luxury, and it's a necessity. It's a whole necessity. And so I want to further explain to you why that is. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, so like a car, something you use every day. Or shoot, the stove, your floors, things that have accumulated wear and tear, things that need maintenance work. Your body is no different than that. Your body goes through whatever it goes through every single day. So you got to think about what you do for work, what you're doing in the meantime. You know, for me, and I can like break this down how I need to break this down, right? So let's say we're looking at my life now as a mom. I wake up after co-sleeping with my child, my small child, who has no spatial awareness, who gives no cares in the world for how me or his daddy sleep. And I am stiff in the morning, right? And then I wake up and I have to immediately answer to his needs while trying to help my partner get ready for what he needs to do for the day. I have some duties, right? And I get up to do all these things in the morning, and then, you know, I might work out. I have to play and learn with my little one. I have to do chores. I have a lot of stuff to do in the day. And for the last like year and a half, he's been on my hip. He's been on my back. He's been in my arms, on my shoulder. He has been in all these places, and I'm always in these stiff, tight, like cramped positions all day long. And then, or it's like strenuous activity, and then I go and like dance and work out on purpose, right? So if there is not some sort of massage and stretch routine to like counter all of that wear and tear, then my body is going to continue to suffer. And what I hate is people typically do not see the importance of having that routine in place until they're like stiff, cannot move, until it impacts them way too much. And in real life, having that in your routine, it serves as long-term preventative care. The same way that you have wellness appointments for doctor's visits and dentists and eyes and all that. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Your muscles are absolutely no different. I think they're just as important, honestly. It's a lot of body. It's a lot. It's a lot of body. So to come back to that, I'm going to tell you right now the main reason why people do not have massage therapy in their routine. Are you ready? Drum roll. Because y'all don't see the value. It is not because you don't have enough money. It is not because you don't have time. And it is not because you don't know nobody. One, hello, welcome. Hi, I know people. Hey, y'all. I am about to take you on a journey through a couple of my favorite places in St. Louis to do body therapy. That's what it is. That's why I'm the wellness plug, y'all. Okay. Like I said, the main reason why we don't have massage in our lives like we should is because we don't understand the value. Once we get past this hump, guys, I pinky promise, you'll be addicted. You will start to realize like your body, you have been operating in a way that you didn't have to and was not like conducive to your lifestyle. Oftentimes we don't realize that we've just kind of been sucking it up and kind of like dealing with stuff that we really don't have to deal with, right? And my biggest pet peeve is rushing to the doctor for body pain when you could seek so many other people first. And I'm not saying don't go to the doctor when you need help. I get it. But what typically happens is someone will have a muscular issue and they will go to the doctor's office and complain about pain. The doctor's job is to alleviate your pain, not help you figure out this muscular issue. If there's no like major health concern, they're going to prescribe you a muscle relaxer and call it a day. And then you're going to go home and manage your pain, but not solve your problem. most of you need a stretch routine. The other, I'll probably end up saying that every episode. Another thing is you need to start restoring your body after working it so hard. Labor workers, service providers, hairstylists, nail artists, office workers, bus drivers. I could keep going. I could keep going. Plumbers, electricians, doctors, nurses, maintenance men, landlords, moms, dads, grandmas, babysitters. Yeah. No one is excluded from the fact that their body needs regular maintenance. And if we actually understood what our needs were and broke those down to our daily lives and our regular routines, we would probably know what to ask for a little bit better. Now it's time to think about money and time. Essentially, those are just excuses. In real life, we value what we value. We spend money how we see fit. But you know how they say cut down on certain habits, or there's certain ways that you can reallocate your spending to cater to what's truly valuable to you. Massage is no different. Completely understand being on a very limited budget. Do not get me wrong. If you're on a fixed income, totally understand that. I totally get that. If there is somebody in your life that you know wants to take care of you or do something nice for you for your birthday or ask you what you want for Christmas, let's reallocate some of these gifts. Maybe, I'm gonna throw shade for 2 seconds. Maybe not a ninja slushie, but maybe a massage. I wouldn't be afraid to ask for something that would help you in the long run, right? And as far as the rest of our budgets go, those of us that are not on a fixed income but maybe do have a tight budget in this economy, it comes down to what your priorities are. Because we make a lot of excuses, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And whether or not you're boycotting or whether or not you're protesting or whether or not you agree with anything, at the end of the day, we are spending money on things that do not matter. I guarantee you, no matter how good of a person you're trying to be, no matter what you're supporting, I guarantee you are spending money somewhere that you could reallocate to a massage fund of some sort. There are pay up front programs so you can collect money over time. There are places that do payment plans or memberships that are one time a month that are a little bit cheaper, and that just requires a little bit of responsibility on your part. It doesn't have to be a thing unless you make it one, okay? I feel like the quality of service matters. Let's not just stop at any strip mall that just says, I do massage here. Let's do some research. Let's see what styles of massage we need and what areas and what locations provide them. Talk to the people that are booking you about their opinions. Who typically gets booked for sports massage? What do you know about this person's, what's up with them? What's their style? I wouldn't be afraid to ask these questions. You're investing in this service, so why wouldn't you ask for the top quality and specific thing that you need? Here's your girl D reminding you to advocate for yourself and start having those little uncomfortable moments where you have to be a little bit more social and ask a few more questions and just kind of get some clarity on what you are booking, okay? Because so many people do not experience it or do not have the privilege to experience a massage that's catered to their lifestyle. Maybe they just did not know how to book themselves appropriately. And booking, oh my God, booking matters, booking matters, booking matters. And I'm gonna tell you why. Booking matters because what I need and what you need are two totally different things. And what I need on Wednesday is not necessarily the same thing that you need on Wednesday. What I need in December is not necessarily what you need in December. So it is important to understand your needs, understand what you are looking for in massage therapy, and then to book appropriately and find people that can provide that for you. So you can't ask for what you don't know, right? So here I am about to give you a little rundown on a couple of massage styles and techniques so you know how to book for yourself. Okay, first up, we have Swedish massage. Swedish massage is a slow, flowy, very relaxing, very just breathe. It's very much so for that stress relief. Maybe like, it's always good to start off with any type of Swedish massage anyway, to like just release regular stiffness. Sometimes some of us have like deeper stuff, but we can't even get there if the surface level is full of knots, right? So Swedish massage is typically also incorporated into facials. So like I said, it's a very slow, flowy, very much so intended to relax you for sure. We also have deep tissue, which is more of a therapeutic, more intense, more of a, let's see, I would call it attention focused. I would say you might, depending on their style, it does not always mean an elbow in your back. Now look, you can definitely put an elbow in a couple of good big muscles, right? It can feel really good. But there are other deep tissue techniques, and what you would do is find someone that specializes in deep tissue and then express to them what your needs are. Next is sports massage. That is also a therapeutic style. It typically incorporates a little bit of stretching as well. So it gives like massage therapy and PT had a baby. Oh my God, hot stone massage. Hot stone massages are so relaxing. The stones are pre-warmed and they use oil as the medium, and that provides the slickness for the stones to glide against your body. And that combination of warmth along with that gentle massage just kind of lets your muscles melt a little bit. Oh my God, I love a hot stone massage. I love a hot stone massage. So hot stone massages, pro tip, write this down. Hot stone massages in the winter. Okay, hot stone massage, I could get a hot stone massage in the summertime and be just fine. If you can sit in a sauna, I think you're fine to get a hot stone massage in the summertime. But I am saying, like, to just be somewhere and melt and like sit there and take your time. Like, even if you gotta get out the room and like sit in the lobby for a second, like let that moment just be a very slow moment. Okay, pro tip, you're welcome. Okay, and lastly is Ashiatsu. Ashiatsu is a really cool style of massage. It's very unconventional to most of us, but it involves a different way. It is a different way to reduce stress and stiffness in the body as well. I actually will be learning a little bit more about Ashiatsu with my dear friend Samantha, so we will explore a little bit more about Ashiatsu massage when we speak to her. So if I haven't already convinced you, wait for part 2. But for right now, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of pro tips for when you are when you have decided to add massage to your wellness routine. A couple of pro tips that'll help you stay on top of it, and it'll make your life a little bit easier in doing so. Let's go. Number 1, book ahead. Oh my God. When you go in for your first appointment, make sure before you walk out of that door and leave, after you've paid, tipped your therapist, reschedule. Book another appointment there. The same way, ladies, you know that this is a pro tip. If you deal with a specific hairstylist or a specific nail stylist anything in the beauty industry, y'all know that if we book the appointment while we're there, we are more likely to show up for it when it comes around. And if we wait to book the appointment, we are more likely to forget and put it off and be very last minute. So for the sake of everybody, when it is that time, book your next appointment. Go off of the recommendation of your therapist. If your therapist doesn't give you a recommendation or you are not sure, stick to once a month or maybe 6 weeks, the same way that you would do with any other kind of wellness routine. It typically is a monthly thing. I think a month is a great thing to do. If the longer you wait, then make your appointments longer. So I guess that's like 1.5. Number two is the longer you wait between sessions, make sure that you book a longer session. So if you're going regularly, and that means like monthly, then make sure that you have your regular. If that's an hour, 75 minutes, or 90, that's cool. But like if you had to wait 2 months, 3 months, if you had to wait a couple of more weeks, or that you did more strenuous activity, add an extra 30 minutes on there. That's a pro tip. Number 3, make sure you stretch beforehand. And this could even be like a quick little, I don't need to rush it. You're not supposed to like rush a stretch, right? Naughty. But just like a quick little in the doorway when you get there. Maybe even on the table, a couple of back stretches, just like a little wake your muscles up. But like if you give yourself a really good stretch before a massage, oh wee, honey, you're welcome. Number 4, relax. Do not go in there. Get all your questions answered before you go in. Do not go in there and be anxious and not express to your therapist any additional stress that might affect you during that day. Especially things like, I get like if you don't want to tell the therapist your entire business. I also think it's important to express when you want a silent massage, but like if you're grieving, for example, or if you've had a stressful day or the traffic on the way there was a lot, like you're away, I think it's really cool to express to your therapist, like in this moment, I am rattled and I need to bring it down. In the time that it takes you to get undressed before they come back in the room, take a couple of deep breaths on the table and just make sure that your body is fully relaxed before they start, okay? You cannot fully absorb the benefits of the massage if you are not booked properly and you are not relaxed, period. And the whole point of me talking today is to help you see the value in massage. So set yourself up for success and book appropriately, okay? And then chill out. Drink water afterwards. Drink your water afterwards, okay? You are gonna have all kinds of stuff floating around. These toxins, all these things are gonna be floating around in your body. Sometimes that can make you feel a little like woozy, a little drowsy, a little out of it. Definitely wouldn't drink any alcohol right away. I would definitely like drink a nice full glass of water, nice full 8 ounces, like in that time immediately after your massage. That will help you out a lot. And last pro tip, okay? Lastly, book a 90-minute, don't book an hour. Please don't. This is my take on this. Hear me out, because what everybody wants to do, everybody wants to book a little baby session to try it out. Guess what? This is not one of those things. That's like appropriate for a sandwich, right? That's appropriate for food, to try a sample and like, okay, yeah, I get the idea of what the bigger picture would be like. No. Do not do that. Book your first massage for 90 minutes, okay? That is a baseline. And then everything after that, you're not going to want anything shorter. If you must, and you'd rather keep your routine than reschedule, and there's no time for 90, then narrow down your 60s to the top important things. Like, oh my God, upper body, please and thank you. Or hey, I'm running this weekend, I need all of those. all of those muscles. Cool, right? Like, have a plan. But honestly, 90 minutes or die, okay? 90 minutes. Those are my pro tips. Feel free to keep those in your back pocket while you're booking. And then definitely keep those in mind for part 2 when we get to that video. Okay, now D, you did all this talking. Now, okay, if I want to book a massage, where do I go? Well, baby, I know so many talented massage therapists, right? And a lot of them have come and gone from our job. Like, we've passed each other, right? But there are a few really talented people that have either opened up their own places or have continued on service in different companies in different places. And I plan to find some really dope people and visit some of these really dope spots that I already know about, and bring them to you guys. So I'm gonna do like a little wellness tour to kind of share with you guys the experience, what you can expect, and help you guys understand the value, where to book, and all that good stuff. So you just have to stay with me, and you have to trust your girl D to hook you up, okay? In the meantime, until you're able to get in with a massage therapist, it doesn't hurt to start maybe massaging yourself while you're stretching. We've already started our stretch routines every Sunday. So just start being a little bit more aware of those muscles and the knots in your body. And you'll get a little bit better acquainted with your needs and what you're gonna have to do when you book your massage appointment. Okay, so that's it for part 1 of this video. Please come back next week. We're gonna do part 2, where I break down what it's gonna take to book your massage and how to prepare for your first massage so you're not sitting on the table having anxiety, wondering what to do, and not feeling silly for not knowing in the first place. I'm also gonna introduce a couple of places to you. Stay tuned for part 2.